Okay, excellent. But yeah, I will admit it very much feels like unless I stop trying, I'm not sure I could lose, sort of thing. Which, I should specify, when I say that, I have no idea if there's, like, bad ends or anything like that. I might be going, like, I might be on track for the absolute worst ending there is. But getting an ending, for me, is still a, you've finished the game sort of deal. But yeah, it's like where we're at the moment, like, you know, I've got pretty good reserves. I'm spread out over the majority of the fucking planet. And I'm expanding further, like, probably the best way to put it is we're getting very close to the point where all I really need to do is wait. Like, unless the story turns around and hits me with a curveball, it very much feels like we're at the point where, like, we can't really lose. We're going to achieve an end. Whether that's a good or a bad end, no idea. Because, yeah, like, I've got a large amount of raw resources, I've got a large amount of actually, like, processed resources. Hell, I'm literally sitting here with factories turned off just because I don't need them. But yeah, Oh, did I... Oh, no, it's linking it. I was about to say, did I do that on the wrong fucking end? Son of a bitch. But yeah, like... You know, for this stage, literally all we need to do at the moment is get to the point where we've got enough O2. We're basically just waiting on that O2 to go up. And then the next stage is just going to be about balancing the O2, which, again, isn't that difficult. I think the only other thing is that, yeah, we need to set up the magnetic dipole shields, which, again, aren't that difficult. We just need to get to... Where was it? We just need to get to that. Like...
I need to research how to anchor a space elevator to the equator and engineer the tethering materials. This technology is right out of a science fiction novel. This is extremely complex, but worthwhile. We will be the first to bring this technology to life.
Because yeah, this is just about done. But I mean, we'll see how it all goes. And just for the sake of repeating myself, because when I mentioned it before, I was in the section that doesn't make it into the VODs. I was mentioning before I got into game, just that I think I'm at that point where I'm kind of ready to go on to the next game, and I'm ready for this game to finish. And yeah, so that's why I was going through and like listing out stuff, because it's like, well, kind of the only thing I'm doing at the moment is kind of waiting. But I suppose speeding up that waiting is part of the process. So I don't know. I don't know. Anyone who has heard or seen any of my stuff knows that I tend to rant and fucking rave about random shit that I know nothing about. Which I do kind of find... I do find it kind of funny. I find it kind of sad. No, that one of the restrictions or like requirements for this phase isn't a certain amount of like flora and fauna. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, basically what I'm babbling about is that, like, unless they throw a curveball, I can't see myself... Like, I can't see my... Like, unless they introduce something like, you know, the first time you got attacked, or the meteors, or whatever. Like, I've conquered most of those challenges. Well, not... I wouldn't say conquered. Well, no, on the combat side, I definitely conquered, but... Like... You know, I'm at the point where there's no real challenges, sort of thing. There's nothing that I'm here like, oh man, I need to work around this. It's just kind of, pop stuff down, spread this, get more colonists, do faster research. More colonists, excellent. Actually, one thing I may quickly do. No, wrong thing. I might turn around and actually pull water down here. And then set up a couple of the, thingamajigs. Like the biodomes. Wait, that's a flood zone? Okay. So I'll put one like there. I'll put one there, and then I'll put one up here. Okay, so that's not a flood zone. So yeah, I'll pop one there, because that should get the river and follow down there. So I will come back up here and actually make another fucking water treatment plant. Alright. I forgot that the time defaults to 100 souls. Anytime you restart the game, the time defaults back to 100 souls. Which isn't bad, but if you're looking for trends, it's a lot easier to go 100 months. 100 years, I don't think I've really used it much. Because that one, Like, I could see 100 years being useful if you were going to take I was about to say if you're going to take longer than me, but I have no idea how long I've taken in terms of, like, fastness. So, I'm going to instead stay, if you're turning around and doing, like, a sandbox playthrough. Or, like, a challenge playthrough or something. I could kind of see 100 years. But we're 56 years at this point. We're in stage 4, and stage 4 is pretty well on a lock. I'm just waiting for the O2. So... okay, they've got all of that done. Excellent. Alright, I do have those running as well. I forgot about that. That reckons flood zone, but that's my response to that. No maintenance and no and no power. So we'll pop that, say there, and then we'll pop power, say there. We'll set one up here as well. Actually, where's our transport? Might even set up a hyperloop up here as well. How far out can I go? Okay, so I can go pretty far out, like way the fuck up to here. Not sure if I want to go way the fuck up there though. Nah, I'll leave it for the moment. So center's still overworked. Up here is overworked, but up that a little bit. I love that every time I'm looking for it, I just cannot see it. There we go. Set up another one of those. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so we've still got a lot of traffic here. Wait, why do we have a lot of traffic there? So confused. So yeah, we'll get the Hyperloop down here done, and we'll get this outpost, because that's our only fucking mission objective at this point. Yeah, so the bacteria is definitely making its way around. Heck of a lot better than the greenery is not spreading anywhere near as well, for the moment, but... Okay, we'll get that to connect those two. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay. So this is, I don't know whether it's pure coinkydink that everywhere I've placed these has been tropical lation. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the temperate. there and there. But these ones are firmly in the area where plants. So we'll have to keep an eye out and see if any of those actually do grow. Ah, okay. I see what the issue is here. Finish that, please. Holy shit. Thank you. Because I mean, if it comes down to it, I can turn the food factories back on, because it's not like I'm hurting for ice. But as I've said with the with these, every crater farm I have just means that that's a little bit less food I have to create through this, which uses up ice and chemicals. Where's the... Yeah, build that. Why not? Get it working. Because, yeah, like, you know, we cover a lot of the planet at this point. I mean, we are... Definitely got a few places that are pushing stuff out. Whether it's the greenery or not. Yeah, and so suddenly that's all changed over to lichen. Oh, okay, yeah. So once again, I'm just in that area where I need more humidity. And I have no real idea how to do that. Well, honestly, that's probably part of getting more oxygen. Honestly, the more of these I can put down just to get that additional fucking oxygen, the better. Because honestly, the oxygen is looking to be a fucking time-consuming process. Yeah, keep... Oh, a little bit too far and it wasn't getting any water. That's fine. I'll keep setting down more biodomes along these areas just to kind of spread it out a bit more. But seriously, I would... Honestly, what we're probably looking at here is kind of similar to what happened last time. Where we'll have... Like, until we reach a specific point, it won't go up by much, but then as it goes up, it's going to go up further and further, sort of thing. Ooh, import nitrogen is probably a good idea. I could try for like 10 cities, but I really don't know. Like, it mentions not needing pressurization, and I'm like, well, are we at that point? I think we are, but... And like, bioengineered animals, I know we're not at that point, because it specifies. Under 100, we are not there. Military, I probably could, but honestly speaking... I'm just not that fussed, because when we get the option to unlock SA7, all I'm going to do is I'm going to spam fucking hives. Actually, that's something I could also be building, is more drone hives. Because the more drone hives I have, the more drones in general I have ready. Because, you know, at the moment I've got 2,800, or, yeah, 2,820 if I don't care about defense. Which is, honestly, I don't care about defense. Well, I do to a certain extent. So yeah, more of them. No, actually, yeah, water supply first. Let's do that. And then, once that's done, I want more biodomes set up over here. Because, yeah, I think we'll reach a point, and I highly suspect that point is going to be the second tree life is able to be supported. That's when we'll see a gigantic jump. Because, like, you'll notice right there, 0.01 from trees. Most of it actually from lichen, funnily enough. And 10% from the sea. But yeah, I very much think once we reach the point where plants can survive, that's when we're going to turn around and, wait, this is a multiple launch thing? Okay. How does that work? What's it under? Spaceport? No. Oh, do I have to run the special project before I can place one down? Is that what's going on? Oh. 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 The only downside with that is that will... Ooh, I can make it, but that's a lot of carbon. I'll definitely have to get more reserves. You know what? You know what? Let's turn around and fucking YOLO. Yeah. Bam. Okay. So we've got 12 launches we need to finish the project. One of the big things I'm gonna need is more carbon. Now, do I really care about the superiors? Not really. Like, I'll pop down a superior if I need to, but if I don't need to, I think I'm fine. There we go. That, if we get all of those ones set up, that should cover our carbon costs to get everything we need. Just, yeah, that's gonna be... Oh, right, we don't have a thing running. I don't really need fusion plants. Plainly and simply, like... Thermal plants at the moment completely sustain my needs. think what I do is I just go straight for this, so I can get the magnetic dipole shield. I just noticed the dipole shield needs 100 iron. So that's another thing I'm gonna have to stock up on. Okay, over here, how much? How far out of the way are those? Okay. We'll have to pop that. And that. And then another. That. Oh, okay. There we go. I've got plenty of things to do. Still on a downward trend, fine. Turn one of them back on. Okay, so the one up top here is doing better because I had the river to go down. Oh, the one on the bottom's doing pretty badly because it's brushed right up against the temperate zone. Oh, okay, so that was my dang. Actually, I might dismantle that. And where is it? Pop another one like there. Will need me to do another booster pump. And go there. Up. There we go. Ba-da-dun-da. Oh, okay, so they're researching redacted. So yeah, the dipole shields are going to take a couple of years, at least at my current rate, but that is fine. Actually, oh yeah, actually I might just flat cancel these two because they're in the temperate zone too much for it to really matter. This could practically be science fiction, but it's completely true. The Asteron mission was tasked with genetically altering a virus and studying its adaptation to the Martian atmosphere. That is why the colony also had a greenhouse and a biomedical facility. The Asteron crew's biomedical records show that all of them died in a period of 2 weeks. Strangely, we haven't found a single body yet. We can't be sure, but everything seems to indicate that ISA abandoned their infected crew to their fate. We've been discussing our next steps. So far, the entire crew agreed to investigate the Asteron greenhouse and biomedical facility. We hope to find answers. Oh, okay, so it's just another... Yeah, that's fine. There you go. Okay, so our first launch is on the way up. There we go, 1 of 12. Let's go! Let's absolutely tank both my economy and all of my workers. Look at them go! Okay, so previous missions, mission summaries, blah 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 blah.